Game 5 of the tournament finale of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. We are officially halfway through this first round of the tournament finale of this game. When I planned on a tournament, if you watched the last episode, you know that it's around this point that I realized just how many shows I committed to do to end this show. But it's fun. It's all going to be great. It's going great so far. We've had great shows. We have another great lineup tonight that I'm so excited for. I'm not going to ask if you're new here, because if you're new here, I don't understand you, and I hope that you enjoy your time here. I will say they all know how the game works, but I've gone to IMDb, Internet Movie Database. I pulled parental warnings that I'm going to read to my friends here. They're going to try to figure out what the movie is. If you haven't been watching the tournament, just to catch you up, we're not doing themes in this because I was trying to run through every movie I had left on my list. Turns out, did not have enough movies left on my list for the 14 games I planned for this tournament. So, there is a combination now of some movies that have been used once in the show. I made sure that none of my contestants have played those movies before, and none of them are within like the last 50 games.
Did you
as if anybody remembers
on episodes that I hosted?
I did not double check that, and I guess we'll see.
Yeah, because I did that a lot.
You sure did. Let's bring in the guests. The one who's chatty, the one who I'm so excited to have back on the show, has been on the show 48 times, not counting hosting appearances. 9 wins, a total of 171 points altogether. Sammie James, welcome to the show.
Oh, it sounds impressive when you say that, but don't say anyone else's statistics.
I mean, here's the thing, Sammie. I was going to save you for last because the rest of these are not going to sound as impressive. But because you were jumping in,
yeah, I had to listen. I interrupted you. This was my punishment. I get
it. Also returning to the show with 44 appearances and 2 wins. Over his 44 appearances, he's gained a total of 28 points. Lloyd Legacy Sharp, welcome back to the show.
I have 2 wins?
You have 2 wins. Can you believe that?
No! I'm not sure if you're telling the truth there, Nick.
No, you
twice?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll take it.
And finally, somebody who is newer to the show, but I've wanted her on for so long, and so glad that she has made as many appearances as she has so far. With 9 appearances, this could be the first win tonight. It already happened for Carrie Ross earlier in the tournament. Nice. Beating Lloyd by 9 points at 37 total points. Rachel Dunbar, welcome back to the show.
What a nice way to say I haven't won.
Again, the last time somebody hadn't won a game, she won the game. So the other one who was supposed to be here tonight, unfortunately, had to back out. She will be on a later date. She's been on 14 shows and has not won. So
to do worse than me on this show is just.
You know what? I love you both, but like my brain is like an even number of wins sounds pretty great. I think I'm actually playing tonight.
Well, here's the thing about Sammie is Sammie either commits to playing or not playing right before the game and then changes her mind 5 or 6 times depending 100%. On how many she's gotten right so far.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm so happy that you're all here. You're joining me on a rare I think this is the only Saturday night game I've done in the 3 and a half years I've been working up with this show. So this is a special night. I will let you all know. And again, if you haven't been paying attention to the tournament, first round of this is going to last 9 games. The 9 winners and 7 high scorers who were not winners will move on to the 4 semifinal games, where we find the 4 winners will compete for $100 in the final game. So there is a little bit of a stake. And there's also a reason to keep trying, even if you're not winning. I believe our highest non-winning score so far, let me look that up, 8 points. If you can beat 8 points, you're probably going to be in the semifinals.
That might be my high score. No, oddly, it's like 20 something. Which
you had a few really good games. You can be really good at this depending on if your memory wants to cooperate.
Sure. And the thing is, like, it's not even that I don't remember them. I just don't remember names. I'm just like, I know the fucking movie. I've been just like, the thing happened.
Much like the Josh Picks of the universe, very good by accident can win you the game.
How Josh Pick is a different breed. Josh Pick is very good at the game, refuses to play it.
That is fair.
Well, let's just jump into things now. I will be going alphabetical, which means Lloyd, you're going to pick the first year we go to.
Oh my.
Lloyd, would you like us to start with a movie from 1996, 2014, or 2017?
You know what? 2017 is beginning to feel nostalgic at this point. Ooh, 2017.
I never would have expected that from Lloyd.
I know.
This might be my last time on this show as it is, so I may as well do something different.
I was so ready to start typing 1996.
Nope.
But 2017.
I was already thinking of 1996 movies.
2016 for a 5-point pre-guess if anybody wants it. 2017, that's what I meant. This movie is under 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's based on a true story. It has a body part in the title. And it is listed as one of the highest usage of the word fuck in any movie, according to Wikipedia.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Which, according to that list, is any movie that features more than 150 fucks.
It's a lot of fucks to give.
All right. For 5 points, under the category of violence and gore, fights/gang violence occur in this film.
Fights/gang violence.
Oh,
too late for Boys in the Hood.
Just a little.
For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, the main character gets shot and lies bleeding.
Not Boys in the Hood.
It could have been just the time doesn't work.
A lot of it sounds similar to Boys in the Hood.
Yes.
For 3 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the main character loves to smoke weed and drink Hennessy, and is shown doing both throughout the movie.
Are we sure this? No, it's 2017.
I'm just saying, it's not Boys in the Hood.
What is this?
The fuck? The one time I don't choose a 90s movie, it sounds like a fucking 90s movie.
I was going to say.
Get ready for it to sound more 90s. For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes,
Great.
Suge Knight goes around threatening and attacking random people.
Can you repeat that?
Suge Knight goes around threatening and attacking random people.
The fuck? What the fuck? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
Huh. What's this?
All right, last clue. And again, gonna go even more 90s. This will either give it away or none of you know this title. For 1 point under profanity, Tupac was a rapper, by the way.
Oh,
Wait a minute. No, that can't be it.
Yeah, it's the fucking.
Well, I was gonna say one, but I'm like, no, I think that's too early.
You know
So
what?
I'll give you the categories again. It's under 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, based on a true story, body part in the title,
Yeah, that's
bunch
what
of
I'm-
F words.
Body part and oh god, I'm
Body
gonna feel
part.
so stupid when you say it too.
I mean, I take that. That's obviously not Tupac Resurrection. It's too late for that. No body part. Resurrection is not an appendage.
All right, it doesn't look like anybody's gonna guess
Oh my
this.
god, you're gonna say it and I'm gonna feel so stupid.
I'm not gonna get
Yep,
any more
same here.
points because I'm giving an extra clue, but can you think of a Tupac song that has a body part in the title?
Can't see me.
This is
Eyes.
good.
I don't
You
know.
did.
All eyes on me.
This is all eyes on
Oh
me.
my god!
Fuck.
And the thing is, I was like,
That was a movie.
I just couldn't fucking.
So basically, what I remember about this is they made the Biggie movie, and they cast a guy as Tupac in that movie who looked exactly like Tupac. So much so that they're like, well, now we have to make a Tupac movie with this guy, and nothing
Oh,
about it
boy.
was good because that guy wasn't a great actor, and nobody liked this movie.
Well, you know what? The best.
It's really easy. It's really easy to play the role of getting shot and yelling at the cops.
Listen, Lloyd gets points. I'm here for it.
Lloyd does not get points.
Oh.
I did say I was not going to be
Oh,
giving
you
any
did
points
say
after
that.
I gave another clue.
You did say that.
How did I not? Remember when I said
Lloyd gets
2017
the
was
movie.
seemed a bit.
You know what?
Remember when I
Lloyd
said
gets
that-
the movie? That's like getting points.
I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. Remember when I said 2017 seemed really nostalgic at this point?
Uh-huh.
Wow. It's a 90s movie masquerading as a 2017 release.
Uh-huh. No, I had that in my mind when I'm like, oh, you're gonna get a little fun treat here. Rachel, you get to pick the next movie. Let's see if anybody knows this next movie.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1973, 2001, or 2017?
Okay, well, 2017 has
That's a very
evidently not
90s
been
movie,
good
yeah.
to any of us. I don't think we want to go back there. What were the other choices?
73 or 2001.
You know what? I'm gonna help Lord and I out here and go with the year that's closest to the 90s. Let's go 2001.
Oh, how sweet.
2001, famously close to the 90s.
Yes. As close as we'll ever get again. Never forget.
Forget what?
Exactly.
All right, this movie, one of the stars has a writing credit. The title is a full sentence, and it is under 5 out of 10 on IMDb. We're hitting all the bad movies tonight.
Nice.
All right, for 5 points under violence and gore. In the credits, 2 men are seen rising up from paint, all covered in paint.
Rising up from
paint, all
covered in paint.
Yeah, I assume
If you
I
can
assume
believe
you're
it.
covered in paint if you're rising from paint.
I can see this. I'm like,
For 4 points under violence and gore, a little boy falls down and there's a lot of blood on his face. He cries, and it's one of the most cruelest gags in the movie that isn't even funny.
Boy covered in blood rises from blood covered in blood.
like, huh.
How much more obvious would
For
Oh,
3
God.
points under frightening and intense scenes, the film contains extreme amounts of extremely vulgar, gross-out humor, making the film inappropriate for all ages. Excessive amounts of gore, animal abuse, bestiality, and incredibly horrifying abuse.
extreme amounts of extreme, rises from, covered in. There's a lot of doubling down on definitions of stuff. Extremes.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, there's a sausage joke where Gord plays a piano with sausages hanging from the ceiling. As Gord plays each key, the sausages go up and down. When his dad comes in, he sings, "Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?"
I don't want to. I don't want to know what this movie is.
This is definitely a close to the 90s type of movie.
All right, last clue for 1 point under sex and nudity. A boy asks a 25-year-old man in a mental institution if he got fingered.
Trying to see why you haven't used these movies before.
Again, I'll read out the clues. A star has a writing credit. It's a bad movie. Title is a full sentence.
You know, it sounds like they were a little generous over at IMDb with their rating.
I'll be honest.
You know
I
what?
was shocked that this movie is as high as it is.
You know what? I'm going to just. It's the only full sentence that I can think of, so I have decided.
Go ahead, Sammy.
These two get to duke it out for winning. This is the 2001 remake of Throw Mama from the Train. It's the only full sentence I can think of.
Unfortunately, not. Lloyd. Okay, I'll let you go.
Random guess based on a conversation I had in middle school at the time. No, sorry, high school. Is this? And I hope it isn't. Is this Freddy Got Fingered?
I gave you a third of the title. This is Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh my god.
Tom Green's masterpiece, Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh my god.
Surprisingly,
I don't need
4.7 on IMDb.
I've never seen it either. I just remember a lot of kids talking about this movie in high school, and I'm like, wait a minute,
say that.
hold on.
Yeah.
You say that now, I'm like,
Oh,
of course
shit.
that's what it is.
Yeah, I've also never seen it, but I will say, like, in recent years, I've heard people say, you know, it's actually really funny.
I don't think
I don't know if that's true, but I've heard people defend this movie. Well, that
I've
puts...
also heard people defend the Human Centipede. I'm not sold.
Yeah, but most of them are talking into their own ass. Lloyd in the lead with 1 point. Rachel at 0, Sammy at -1. Sammy, would you like a movie from 1987, 1998, or 2014?
Wow, this. Is it 1987?
87, 98, 2014.
You know what? 98.
98.
Okay.
All right. 1998. This movie is based on TV, is under 90 minutes long, and features at least one musician in the cast.
Under 90 minutes, features a musician.
For 5 points under violence and
VH1?
gore, a character throws up on another character, much to his disgust.
In 1987?
1998.
98.
98. For 4 points under frightening and intense scenes, monkeys take over a circus train and wreck it. This may be intense for some viewers, but it is also done for laughs.
I like it.
Monkeys take over a circus train.
Ooh. All right.
You know what? I don't know this. It feels. I thought this movie happened earlier, but yeah.
What do you think, Sammy?
Is this Jumanji?
This is not Jumanji. I will say, I see Marty watching along. yelling justice for Lloyd for not getting points on the movie that I walked him to the title. For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, there are plenty of thematic issues, such as references of childbirth, angering over child loss, and some child experiences included in a musical number.
Was it 1998?
1998.
Yeah. Springer, Austin, all that.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, when a newborn infant sings that they, quote, cut my cord, another infant looks down into his diaper and says, quote, consider yourself lucky. Another infant looks down into his diaper and says, quote, so that's what that thing looks like.
Wait a
Rachel
minute.
and Sammie have guesses. Lloyd might also have a guess based on that reaction. Lloyd, do you know what this movie is?
The Rugrats, the movie?
Sammie, what do you think?
Oh, that's a really good guess, but I'm gonna stick with my I don't know, because I know it's not the second one. That was too early. I'm gonna say, was there a third? Look Who's Talking?
Rachel, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Rugrats movie.
No, that's the correct answer.
There is a third Look Who's Talking, called, what is it? It's not is it Look Who's Talking Now? Yeah, Look Who's Talking 2, Look Who's Talking Now. And it's two dogs are now talking. All that's to say, this is the Rugrats movie.
Oh my god. Yeah, solidarity.
I'm just here tonight.
Consider yourself lucky.
Sammie James playing the role of Lloyd Legacy Sharp, just here watching it all happen.
And under sex and nudity, like the series, there's some adult humor.
Yeah.
I do want to read this. As far as musicians in this movie, Busta Rhymes voices the Reptar Wagon. And then in the musical sequence where it's all newborn singing, some of the newborns are played by Beck, Jacob Dylan, Lenny Kravitz, Lisa Loeb, Iggy Pop, Phife Dawg, Lou Rawls, Patti Smith, and the B-52s.
Like collectively the B-52s?
Uh-huh. All
individual.
Three, all of them.
That is such a 1998 movie.
It is a wild list of people in this movie.
Hope Lou Rawls got that bag.
It's like
I'll never
a
find
world.
anything like it again.
Here, Sammie, I think this is what you were thinking. Bruce Willis voices the baby in Look Who's Talking.
Exactly.
Look Who's Talking 3 is about talking dogs. Rugrats Go Wild, which is the third Rugrats movie, features Bruce Willis as the voice of Spike.
Wow.
And as we discussed previously on the show.
So that is exactly what you were thinking.
Playing 40 chess over here.
Bad.
And as we discussed previously on the show, Rugrats Gone Wild should have never happened.
It's a not great movie.
Is that the crossover with the Wild
Thornberry?
Yep.
Isn't it like she can speak to babies or something?
Maybe.
Angelica Pickles did it
To the
first.
shock of no one, I recently took a early 2000s cartoon character are you quiz, and to the shock of no one, I am Eliza Thornberry.
Oh yeah, I buy that.
Just like I was.
Sammie, what's that you got with you right now?
Waste of time. I do that.
Sammie, what's that you have with you right now?
I was gonna say
Ferdinand.
Yeah, Ferdinand.
Total Eliza Thornberry vibes.
Yeah. Ferdinand says, "How are you, Marty?"
That puts Lloyd at 3, Rachel at 2, Sammie at -3.
That doesn't make any sense. How the fuck am I winning? I haven't been here since last year.
Well, you see,
I didn't
Lloyd,
win then.
I'm gonna make sure this happens.
Out of the last 3 movies, you've gotten all 3 right and points for 2 of them.
Here's how you win, Lloyd. You did the game right.
If you're wondering how to win this game, best way to do it, answer correctly.
I refuse.
No, like I said, Sammie has now made the decision to not play this game until the next movie that Sammie knows.
Absolutely. 100%.
I mean, that's
Lloyd, we're back to you.
Oh, cool.
Would you like a movie from 1930, 1995, or 2015?
Do it.
What the? No, I wasn't even allowed to freaking go in places without them calling 911, which was not yet a national tragedy. No, I'm gonna go 95 because it wasn't great then, but it wasn't 1930s bad.
Okay. Marty has responded, "It's fucking rough, Ferdinand."
Oh, poor Marty.
All right, this movie from 1995 is also based on TV. Features a notable movie dad and has a titular character.
A movie with a titular character.
All right.
Never heard of that.
Titular character.
Right. Characters got tits.
We got tits in the title.
No comment.
All right, from 1995, for 5 points under violence and gore, a character's car blows up, sending him flying into the air. He crashes through a roof, again unharmed.
Wow.
Again unharmed.
Again unharmed.
Okay, that's important.
Sounds like Freakazoid.
1995. Wait. Give me another clue.
Okay. In fact, I'm going to give all 3 of you another clue.
Thank you for your generosity.
Sure.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, in the very beginning of the film, a boy has a dream and sees the girl he has a crush on. She's wearing a seductive dress that reveals much of her thighs. One shot is focused on her buttock underneath the dress. No nudity is shown. She almost kisses him.
What year is it?
95.
Peak wet dream culture.
So just think of famous wet dreams in movies. Rachel, have you thought of one?
Yes. I'm gonna go for it.
All right.
The timing of that sentence.
Is this a goofy movie?
All the goof juice. This is a goofy movie.
Oh my god!
Someone who is not me is winning tonight.
I feel so bad saying wet dream culture in the year 2015 movie. I'm sorry. Shows it everywhere. I apologize.
Hey, Roxanne? What? Roxanne could get it.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Not wrong. Okay, fair enough.
Also in a goofy movie, Sex and Nudity, all the girls, the love interest, and the 3 dancers that a boy bumps into during the concert are drawn realistically in the female form with curves around the breasts, hips, and buttocks area. But this is completely covered. Profanity, a boy says, "My life is a living hell," but he's cut off by a costume character dressed like a possum saying, "Hello, little buddy," with a slight emphasis on the first syllable. And frightening in intense scenes, the boy's attitude and rudeness towards his dad when he is embarrassed in public at a rat-themed park, and when his dad finds out his plan to go to LA instead of Lake Destiny, causing a heated argument, will sadden and frighten younger viewers.
That movie was the cheesiest.
Say it a little more like Pauly Shore.
I will not.
That puts Rachel at 6, Lloyd at 3, Sammie at -3. Rachel, would you like a movie from 2013, 2017, or 2022?
Ooh. Let's go let's see. 2017 was like we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So we have between 2013 and 2022.
Uh-huh.
I like 2017.
What'd you say?
I kind of like 2017 more than those other two options. It's not my pick, though. It's not my pick.
I'm gonna go with 2022.
2022.
Oh, it's so close to where we are now.
This movie from 2022 has an animal in the title. It's a sequel, and it either won or was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss.
Wow, that's...
Those best kisses have a great track record of holding up. So
the first year, I believe, Robert De Niro and Juliette Lewis were nominated for Cape Fear.
Oh my God. No. I'm going to go get water after that.
They might have been beaten by the kid from Free Willy and the Whale. No, this category is nonsense. Anyway, for 5 points under profanity.
To answer Michael Jackson's question, I will not be there for that.
That is the only question Michael Jackson ever asked. For 5 points under profanity. Exactly 114 uses of fuck, 84 uses of shit, and other uses of ass, damn, and cum.
2022.
2022.
Sounds
you know
like
what?
late 90s.
You know what? I know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happened, and it's a movie that would have...
Go right ahead, Sammy.
Bucks. Is this Clerks 3?
That is a great guess. It is not Clerks 3.
All right. Like, I know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm. 4 points under sex and nudity. No female nudity. Extremely graphic male nudity.
That seems like an unbalanced tally.
I mean, yeah, it hangs to the right a little bit.
That's a joke. That's a good one.
That was enough for Rachel. Lloyd, I guess it's just me and you now.
Yeah, I'm not taking a guess on that. No. Next clue, Nick. Give me another clue.
All right. For 3 points under sex and nudity, a man drinks liquid identified as pig semen.
What semen? Pig?
Pig.
Pig semen.
Does the species of semen, is that important for you?
What do people smoke and intake before they write this
I unfortunately think that I have seen this movie.
You said it's a sequel?
It's a sequel.
What were they on? Who took a pen or computer and typed that and said, this is gonna sell?
For 2 points under violence and gore, a man is electrocuted several times while a bear eats honey and salmon off his body.
No, not guessing. Get eliminated.
I'm starting to understand why these are movies that haven't been used on the game yet.
I will say, this is the third movie that has already been used in this game.
I love it.
All right.
I will say absolutely nothing.
2022.
Okay.
Last clue for 1 point under violence and gore. Marty is upset about the pig clue. I wouldn't have referred to it as the pig clue. I think that's the second most important word in that sentence. For 1 point under violence and gore, several comedic depictions of real injuries, pain, and fear, with some brief blood detail. People are knocked unconscious, penises and testicles are zapped, punched, smashed, covered in bees, and snapped by turtles.
Turtle.
What the
Sammie.
I do not know what it was called. Okay. And
Okay.
I hope that it was the third one.
Uh-huh.
There haven't been more. But this is the third Jackass movie.
I cannot give it to you. This is Jackass Forever.
Oh no! No! No!
This was the movie that truly signified that movies were back in theaters. I saw this in the theater.
Think, based on the clues, this is a movie that signifies that we should have not been out of the house the previous year.
I will stand by each and every Jackass movie. They are, especially if you see them in a theater with the crowd, some of the funniest experiences. There's a scene in this movie, and I talked about it last time I brought it up, where a gentleman has his penis squished between two plastic like circles to turn it into a paddle ball, and they put a ball on it and try to get the paddle ball going. And when they finally get it going correctly, a woman who had to be at least 60, sitting 2 seats down from me, started clapping. And that is the magic of the Jackass movies.
Look, I won't argue with that. Because I understand that even a 52-car pileup is kind of funny in the right company. I'm just not going to watch it at my house. That's fair.
I mean, yeah, if anybody doesn't want to watch Jackass, you're correct and don't watch it. But 65 to 70% of it is so funny.
Look, I sat in the TD Garden and screamed, "Fuck you, Logan Paul," with 15,000 people on USA television. I'm not going to knock the environment that stupid shit can feel good in. That's fair.
I will say that it was nominated for an MTV Movie Award for Best Kiss between Sean McInerney, I should know how to pronounce his last name, and a snake.
A snake?
He's got to give a snake a little kiss in this movie.
Best Kiss?
Nominated for Best Kiss. The second clue is when I knew that none of you had seen this. If you have some curiosity, go look up the scene from Jackass Forever where they tie one of their friends to a chair in a room alone and then start shocking him. And then they come back in and they cover him in honey and put salmon all over him, then leave the room again and then bring a bear into the room and then start shocking him again.
It's nice to have friends.
I wish I had friends. They seem
Rachel's
fun.
face is my entire
None of my
night.
friends have ever loved
From here until I go to sleep.
to let a bear eat salmon off me.
He was not happy
Marty.
about it. If you want to see real fear in a human's eyes. All right. Sammie, would you like a movie from 1978, 2001, or 2019?
What was the first one?
1978.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Sammie.
You're welcome.
1978. This movie is rated PG. It is a sequel. It has a body part in the title and a notable movie dad.
Oh boy, we've been down this road. Oh God.
For 5 points under sex and nudity, a teen boy says, quote, "She's got tits like a sparrow," referring to a teen girl. You know, that phrase we've all used.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're really small?
No, I did. No, I think then she would have tits like a tit.
Yeah.
Sparrows are a little bit bigger.
Or booby.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a helicopter is attacked and destroyed. It is implied that the pilot is killed. On the DVD deleted scenes, his death is shown with no blood.
That sounds more like 1978. No blood.
For 3 points under violence and gore, although this sequel might be the more intense one, it's the least violent out of the franchise.
No.
Body part in the
Is
title.
blood a body part?
I mean, I did say in the last episode that hair is a body part.
Okay.
And people were not happy about that.
All right. All right. No, but it is though.
Thank you.
But it is.
It's such a huge part of my body. For 2 points under violence and gore, a killer whale is found with a large chunk bitten out of its face.
Okay, it's not what I thought. It never is.
Wait a minute.
Do it, Lloyd.
Not yet.
All right. Let's see if everybody buzzes in for 1 point under frightening and intense scenes. This is a pretty intense film. Every death is suspenseful and shocking. As with the first film, it is infamous for making people scared of sharks and going in the water. The music is ominous and intense. And there's the three of you.
You know what? No.
No? All right. Out of principle, I guess. Rachel, what do you think this movie is?
Is it Jaws 2?
Lloyd, what do you think?
Body part in the title, huh?
Yeah.
Is it Jaws 2?
It is Jaws 2. The human, we only have one. But, the sequel's got two of them.
It is technically a body part. Technically,
I mean,
Jaws.
It's definitely a body part. We're all using it right now.
Yeah. Again, just bringing Marty is very vocal during this episode. The joy.
You guys sit there and flap your jaws.
Yes. The joy Jaws as a body part brings me outweighs my anger at hair. All right, Rachel at 7, Lloyd at 4.
Just to find this video to see some of Marty's vocals.
Lloyd is at 4. Sammie is at -5. Back up to Lloyd. Would you like a movie, Lloyd, from 1983, 2009, or 2017?
You know what? I don't know. 2009 was weird. I'm going to go with 2017 again.
Oh, terrible choice, Lloyd.
What's a good choice at this point?
I would have said 2009 is the better choice, but we've already picked 2017.
Better does not mean good. It just means not as bad. Which is a metaphor for life.
All right. This movie, the title is a full sentence. There's a child protagonist. There's at least one musician in the cast. It was not released theatrically. And it takes place around a holiday.
Oh, thank God it's not the 70s, or else somebody would have said Die Hard.
It came out in the 80s, Lloyd. That's why you're wrong about Die Hard.
I'll take that. I'll take that over the other.
For 5 points under profanity, one use of blinkin' mad, which seems to be a pun, and one use of I'm sick of these blinkin' lights. although unclear if that's using the euphemism too, or just referring to their blinking quality.
Fair question.
2017 was a wild year.
For 4 points under... Oh.
Hold on.
You know what? I think that it's older than this.
All right.
I think that it's more recent, but I'm gonna say It's a Wonderful Knife.
Oh, that is an excellent choice. It's wrong, but what a good choice. For 4 points under profanity, Mariah calls her brother a clown.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
I was gonna say. I was like, this isn't glitter.
If it was 2009, I'd be like, well, no, but no.
For 3 points under profanity, one exclamatory use of Lord by Mariah's mom when she says to catch him, Jack, soon after he's revealed. It's easy to miss if you don't know it's there, but it's clear and quickly spoken.
Jack and Mariah.
I didn't understand any of that.
Yeah, I didn't really.
I don't need to hear it again, but I didn't understand.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, Mariah aggressively jumps the dog at the end of the film.
You mean jump the shark?
What?
Mariah aggressively jumps the dog at the end of the film.
I don't like this.
Jump.
Is that James? I think that James is supposed to go 2 letters back. I don't like
that. All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to clarify that.
Last one under sex and nudity for 1 point. During the original 1994 titular music video featured within the end credits, a dog's penis can be spotted.
A dog's penis?
A dog's penis is featured in the original 1994 titular music video.
Why are we humping dogs all of a sudden? What is the obsession with the dog? Why? Who wrote this shit?
Again, this movie title is a full sentence, child protagonist, not released theatrically, features a musician, and takes place around a holiday. It has a titular 1994 original music video.
Who is fucking dogs? You know what? I don't want that question. I do not want to know. I don't want to know who's fucking dogs in 1994 because that's probably a very, very layered answer that I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight if I hear.
All right. Well, let me. Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
All I Want for Christmas is better movies.
No, go back. Go back. Say it. Say it, Sammie.
It's All I Want for Christmas is You.
That is 1 point to Sammie. This is the animated classic.
Why?
All I Want for Christmas is You.
Why?
What?
Featuring
that was Mariah Carey? That was the Mariah? Oh my God.
It's a little girl named Mariah, and all she wants for Christmas is this dog, and she gets the dog.
Why are people
and then movie?
This is a direct-to-DVD Christmas animated movie.
Yeah, because
she hasn't made enough money off that song.
That features Mariah Carey in it. I don't think.
Man, I know Nick Cannon was kind of a dog, but I don't think that's kind of dog. No, just no.
She jumped the dog.
Yeah, what a choice of.
What does that
mean? In 1994, jumped meant you were you weren't even having sex if you were getting jumped in the 90s. You were getting beat the fuck up by multiple people. So in 2017, I know verbiage has changed and words don't mean anything because when you say them, what the?
I'm so glad this is the movie that came up.
I'm really upset that this is the movie I get a point on.
Don't worry, Sammie. You do not get a point on that. You had -1 for guessing earlier.
Yeah,
you
but
got 1 point, so you get 0 points.
Went up in points.
No, you stayed the same in points.
I went.
You got -5. Lloyd at 4. Rachel at 7. Rachel, would you like a movie from 1997, 2000, or 2015?
Okay. These are some hot years.
I learned my lesson. Don't worry.
What'd you say?
I learned my lesson. No more 2017. I'm done.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah, that was my extra hint. You picked the wrong movie, Lloyd.
Sorry, our choices were 94.
97, 2000, and 2015.
2015 is real close to 2017.
Jumping.
Yeah, I think we're playing fire with the 2015.
Too close to 2017.
You know what? Why don't we go with 97?
Okay.
Oh.
1997. This movie, one of the stars has a writing credit. It's a one-word title, and it's a comedy.
Seems wholesome already.
For 5 points under profanity, frequent profanity, lots of fucks, crude sexual slang, and generally graphic language throughout. I'm sorry, Lloyd, I think I cut you off.
Just as I say that.
Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Clerks?
It is still not a Clerks movie.
Listen, I don't care. I am finally sticking to the fucking plan.
For 4 points under sex and nudity, there is constant sexual innuendo and humor portrayed in a way so lighthearted, it's almost downright innocent.
Keyword almost.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, there are many scenes on porn movie sets with directions given to actors and many scantily clad women and men. Several men's bare buttocks are seen, and a woman's breasts are partially shown for less than a split second. Men and women are shown fooling around in several scenes, though nothing graphic is shown. Sammie, what do you think this time?
No, it's technically a word. Is this? And I've never seen it, but I do like it's telling me it's this orgasmo?
Technically a word, this is orgasmo.
What? I've never heard of this.
It's Matt Stone and Trey Parker. It is a Mormon who gets caught up in porn and ends up being a porn superhero called Orgasmo.
Wow.
Why do I know this?
Wow.
Sammie only knows the good movies.
I'm gonna have permanent Owen Wilson face all night. Just wow.
Other clues in this movie: sex and nudity. Lots and lots of vagina-shaped objects are shown throughout the movie, and one character wears a dildo on his head in several scenes. And sex and nudity, one of the characters in the film invents a handheld ray gun, which, when shot at people, causes them to instantly orgasm. He and his friend use this on themselves to give themselves clothed orgasms, and we see and hear their pleasured responses. The two of them walk around town using the orgasm gun on unsuspecting townsfolk, including some pretty girls, some rabbis, and an old lady. All of these people are seen orgasming in comical ways. Nobody's happy about any of the movies tonight.
We really pick better movies, Nick. Well,
I'm going to say, because we're not going to get to it, when I said 2009, you should have picked. That was the Pixar movie Up. There are
Oh,
good movies on
man.
this list. You just
Not
keep picking the
happy
years with the
ones.
bad ones.
Not happy ones, apparently.
All right, Sammie, would you like a movie from 1989, 2008, or 2022?
You know what? 1989, same time, same year I showed up.
1989.
Wait, really?
All right.
You were born in 89, Sammie?
What are we discovering?
Wait, I didn't realize I thought you were closer to my age.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you look great. You look great.
All right.
1989, this movie's title is Another Full Sentence. It was directed by a woman, and it either won or was nominated for Favorite Movie at the Kids' Choice Awards. 1989, for 5 points under Violence and Gore. A man's head explodes. Cartoon style, no blood or gore.
I hate that because as soon as you said head exploded, I was like, I really hope Scanners was nominated for
I mean, the very first year the Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Movie was Beverly Hills Cop 2, which is rated R.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Julia Roberts won Favorite Actress for Pretty Woman.
In the Kids' Choice Award?
At the Kids' Choice Awards. For 4 points.
What won Best Kiss? Nope, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave.
I mean, not Pretty Woman, at least not for most of the movie. She doesn't do that. For 4 points under Alcohol, Drugs, and Smoking, there's a dream sequence where a woman is smoking cigarettes and a man comes in smoking and the whole room is full of smoke.
Oh, no.
Lord.
In the 80s?
In the 80s.
I think if you walked into a room in the 80s and it wasn't full of smoke, there's something wrong.
Yeah, even the non-smoking section was full of smoke. Mm-hmm. Sammie, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Airplane 2?
I mean, weird guess, but no, it is not Airplane 2.
I don't know. I don't know.
For 3 points under Sex and Nudity, Birth of a Child, though not graphic.
So this is 1989.
1989.
Birth of a Child. Exploding head.
Okay. For 2 points under Sex and Nudity, film begins and ends with simulated sperm and egg action.
What?
What's up?
What the fuck?
You've got to be... Okay.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, Lord. Sammie's having a recollection.
No. Nope.
No? No, Sammie's not going to say anything. For 1 point under Sex and Nudity, there is the famous fertilization scene where one sperm talks to the others as they go along their way. Then the talking sperm gets into the egg, and the fertilization is shown with lightning speed that speeds up the cellular division.
God damn it.
No.
Sammie, I have a feeling you know what this movie is.
So look who's talking.
This is now Look Who's Talking.
What happened too?
All right. Good.
That won the Kids' Choice Award for Choice Movie.
We are now on track for Sammie to make the comeback of all comebacks.
I mean, we got 3 movies left, 1 more for each of you. Rachel at 7, Lloyd at 4, Sammie at -3. There's 15 points on the board. This can go to anyone. Lloyd, would you like a movie? No, you would not. But I'm going to ask you, would you like a movie, Lloyd, from 1939, 1953, or 2006?
Lloyd?
Yeah, you knew if you said 2017, I was going to go back to before we were allowed to vote. 2006. Yeah.
I was really hoping that Lloyd was going to take a stab at one of the old movies.
No, I do not need to guess what my father used to watch.
But that's the thing, is for some reason, Lloyd, you do seem to do better on those movies than you do on the newer movies.
I do, because like I said, I did not control the clicker when I was growing up. And if my grandfather, father, or aunt were watching something, I just sat there. And this game is the only time any of that has ever paid off.
I'm waiting to see if Sammie appears back in the screen before I give you these categories.
Like, Mom, Dad, I want to watch world premiere tunes and I want to watch Dexter's Laboratory. Well, no, your cousin Andre's here, so we're going to watch whatever the fuck movie he wants to watch. Okay, I hate this movie. But then 15 years or 20 years later, this pays off on the IMDb.
It's still, there's so many that get me. I think on the 5-point clue, you got RoboCop 3 at one point.
Yep. Which is my least favorite RoboCop, so I'm not proud of that.
When I asked you to name Mel Brooks movies, your first choice, and I think second choice of the round, was Life Stinks. Lloyd, you have the funniest knowledge of movies.
Yes.
Anyway, this movie's from 2006. It's rated PG. It was directed by a woman. There's at least one non-human protagonist. And there's a musician in the cast.
2006. How progressive.
For 5 points under frightening and intense scenes, a thunderstorm comes and the girls get scared, but everything ends up all right.
In 2006, okay.
2006. For 4 points under profanity, excuse me, Raymond yells at Cecilia, "What the hell is the matter with you?" when Cecilia pushes a character in the water.
Cecilia pushes a character in the water. 2006.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the girls go outside to the pool and find the title character, who startles them at first. They think she's a shark, and one girl who can't swim falls in the pool with her.
This is starting to seem weird.
Title character. Okay.
Rachel, what do you think?
Aquamarine?
This is Aquamarine.
Oh!
Starring Sarah Paxton, Emma Roberts, and JoJo.
The real JoJo. The only JoJo I acknowledge.
I would have never guessed this. Okay.
I didn't think you would.
Accurate. Not incorrect.
Other clues in there, frightening and sex and nudity. A girl asks a mermaid if she can make, quote, boobs come out of hiding. And sex and nudity, Sarah Paxton doesn't wear a bathing suit top anytime she's in her mermaid form. Two movies remain. Rachel's up to 10 points. Lloyd at 4. Sammie at -3. Rachel, would you like a movie from 1946, 1999, or 2014?
Oh, man, guys. Do we think 2014 is still too close to 2017?
Just a little bit.
I think 1999 is too close.
It's not as close.
All right. What do we think, guys? 99? 99?
I mean, 2014 is close to 2017, but 1999 also had the last Woodstock. So pick your poison.
Well, I guess in 99, Sammie was 10. So why don't we go with that?
All right.
That's, I think, a reason.
It's absolutely a reason. What do you have against 10-year-old Sammie?
I didn't say. Show you I know math.
All right, this movie from 1999.
Rachel's playing chess.
1999 has a titular character, is over 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and is a director's directorial debut.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
For 5 points under sex and nudity, there are 2 sex scenes. They are both in the middle of the film and are essential to the movie, so they are unskippable. The first one has a lot of moaning, while the second one includes mild thrusting.
Tame by 99 standards.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a drunk man throws a beer at the back of an actor's head.
Also tame by 99 standards.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the film begins with a puppet show sequence that may seem unsettling without the context of the plot.
This is 1999, right?
1999.
I'm going to go with my always 1999 guess.
Lloyd's going to go with his 1999 guess.
The Blair Witch Project.
I didn't know that was your 1999 guess. I'm not convinced you've ever guessed that on the show. It is not Blair Witch Project.
Damn it.
Okay, for 3 points under frightening... Oh, no, 2 points under sex and nudity. A woman feels an actor drying his body in a shower and enjoys it.
Feels an actor?
A woman feels an actor drying his body in a shower and enjoys it.
That is so afternoon MTV. By 1999 standards.
What was the clue about the title?
What?
Was there a clue about the you did you give a clue? I thought you gave a clue about the title, like it was
about the title.
Word. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did I? It was a titular character.
Okay. In 1999.
1999. Last year before the new millennium. All right, last clue. 1 point under frightening and intense scenes. One of my favorite clues in this game. The film stars the title actor, an actor who some viewers may find creepy and unsettling.
Really, or it?
Frightening and intense scenes, the film stars the title actor, an actor who some viewers may find creepy and unsettling. Okay, Sammie.
I thought this was earlier than this, but Being John Malkovich.
This is one of my favorite movies, Being John Malkovich.
I legitimately thought that movie came out in 97.
Oh,
Spike
Lord.
Jonze's directorial debut.
Would have never guessed it.
All right, that brings us to the last round.
I might have positive after that. I don't know.
No, you don't, but you might have positive in the next round.
I won't.
Rachel is at 10. Lloyd is at 3. Sammie can tie Lloyd because she's at -2.
Nice.
But remember, highest scoring also can go to the next round, and the highest score so far is 8. So, Lloyd, if you want to take a big swing on,
I am really excited for the two of you.
Well, Sammie, you get to give them the movie they're going to be guessing.
All right.
Would you like a movie from 1981, 2002, or 2008?
Sure, I'll give it to Lloyd. 1981.
81. All right, last movie.
One way or another, Juneteenth rhymes again.
Wait, what year was it you said?
1981. This movie is rated PG. There's at least one musician in the cast, at least one athlete in the cast, and there's a gendered word in the title.
Oh, never mind.
A gendered word?
I don't know what that means, but...
A word that is specific to a certain gender.
Boob?
Like he, she, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't have brought grammar into the show.
You really shouldn't.
All right, 1981 for 5 points under sex and nudity. One man clearly desires another man's shapely woman.
In 81.
In 81.
What's that movie called?
I don't know.
Is this called, you know what?
What the flip is that shit?
Oh, Sammie, you gotta guess. What do you think?
Is this Indecent Proposal?
It is not Indecent Proposal.
That's not.
I think you're like 10 years too early for Indecent Proposal.
That's how it's like. It's not that.
I do like the description for Indecent Proposal. One man clearly desires another man's shapely woman. You know, Demi Moore, classic shapely woman.
Classic shapely woman.
She is shaped like a woman, that lady. For 4 points under profanity, one English word in the whole movie. Shit.
81.
81.
I'm not winning this game. I'm gonna fucking be an agent of chaos.
We're gonna tank it. She's gonna tank it.
Yeah, absolutely.
For 3 points under sex and nudity, women in somewhat skimpy animal leather bikinis or similar.
And one word of
I don't even know what joke guesses to use.
Marty says I shouldn't have brought grammar or gender.
Yeah, 1981 didn't really have that on grasp.
For 2 points under violence and gore, Atuk and Lar are laying down dozing, and an unusually large flying bug lands on Lar's face. Atuk swishes the bug into Lar's face, resulting in a nasty yellowish and red goo all over Lar's face.
Wow.
See this.
I've not.
Last clue for 1 point under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Atuk drugs both Tonda and Lar with sleeping fruit. The sleeping fruit grows in a large marijuana plant.
Atuk?
Atuk. Yeah, this was a real difficult one to end the game with. It is rated PG. There's a musician, there's an athlete, and a gendered word. Nobody's gonna get it. This movie stars Dennis Quaid and Ringo Starr. It is called Caveman.
The hell?
What?
Yeah, I would have never gotten that.
This is Ringo Starr's starring vehicle, Caveman.
I love this. I know. Listen, I am so tired of watching this tonight. This is the kind of movie you want to go to sleep.
They brought them in, and then there's one English word in the whole movie. Somebody says shit. So if you want to watch Ringo Starr and Dennis Quaid just mumbling their way around, but
what an interesting cast.
And also, what is his name? John Matuszak is the same guy who played what's his face in Goonies. Who's the guy with the face?
Sloth?
It's John Matuszak is the football player.
Sloth.
He played Sloth in the Goonies.
See, I remember things.
I mean, the guy with the face really narrows it down.
If you tell me the movie and ask me a detail about that movie, I can fucking tell you. But if you give me a detail and ask me to name the movie, no fucking idea.
Yeah, so Sammie, who's the guy with the face in the movie?
It's Sloth. We just said
I mean, I understand
unless you mean Freddy Krueger.
I understand that is like a classic mom question in a reference to an actor, but I think it's totally fair to say the guy with the face in the Goonies.
As far as Goonies,
kind of is.
Yes.
It is one of the very few times that is like, a helpful phrase.
Maybe, you know,
it
might even be fair to say the woman with the voice in the Goonies.
I think that would be fair too. Or in your favorite movie, not the remake, the original Throw Mama from the Train.
Wonderful.
All right, well, that is the end of our game, the end of Game 5 of this tournament. We have Sammie at -3. Lloyd, valiant last effort at 3 points. And for the second time in this tournament so far, somebody gets their first win. Rachel Dunbar with 10 points is the winner tonight.
Yes!
Rachel will be coming back for the semifinals. She will be joining so far Carrie Ross, Carrie Taylor, Josh Poirier, and Liz Esty.
Liz!
Josh won. Cool.
An eclectic list right there.
All right, well.
Congratulations, Rachel!
Before we wrap this up, before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any final words for people, let me start with somebody who I only met through this show. I've never met in real life, and I am so happy that I met you, and I really hope that we get to meet in person someday. You're so funny. You have hosted this show multiple times. You're one of my favorite guests on this show. Sammie James, is there anything you'd like to say?
You know, I find it really hard to believe that you haven't met Lloyd. Do I have anything to promote?
You have anything you want to say?
I have no fucking idea. Like, follow me on Instagram at Sammie James, or don't. I'd rather you didn't, honestly. It's just like if I do comedy sometimes. I'll be in North Carolina in September.
Hell yeah.
For the comedy festival, and I'll be in Baltimore in 2 weeks doing stand up.
Perfect. Go see
but like
Sammie.
I don't really do any like regular shows or anything right now. Any like, you know, anything to like regular to like
promote your hour one last time.
I have a stand-up. I have a comedy special on YouTube. It's like 3 years old at this point, I think.
I've seen it. Watch it.
It's called Your Mom Loves Me. And at some point, I'll have a new one out. But like while I was working on it, I wrote an entire different hour, so I can figure out what it's gonna be. I might have 2 hours. That's too much. Let's not record 2 hours, Sam. Let's not have 3 hours.
It's not enough.
We're going to be the only people to watch.
Just putting out constant new hours. Who are you, George Carlin, or a bunch of people who think they're George Carlin and aren't? Let's say goodbye to, I think, one of my favorites, one of the fans' favorites, one of the contestants' favorites. A man whose strategy was so well known, we called it doing a Lloyd, when somebody would go the whole game without answering and not be in last place. Lloyd Legacy Sharp, my friend. Is there anything you would like to say before we go?
Well, I would like to say huge kudos to Nick Martucci, because you said that this was a dumb idea that was not going to last, and then it did last, and then you're like, it shouldn't last, and then it continued to last, and you said, I don't know why this lasts, and then it kept lasting because you had a good idea. And even though it was painstaking and annoying, and maybe you hated yourself just a little bit more every Monday and Thursday at 10 p.m., the fact that this has lasted 4 years later than you probably thought it would, and the fact that people
especially since it's only been on like 3 years and like 4 months, it is definitely 4 years longer than I thought it was going to go.
That is fair. That is fair.
Years. 4 more
years. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the fact that it's gone on this long is a credit to you, and the fact that you put something together that people keep wanting to watch, keep wanting to be on. So I expect you to, when this is over and this is done, I expect you to not be like, I don't know how it lasted that long. Why the fuck did people keep showing up? Because it was good, Nick. You had a good idea. Now,
that's right.
Now that I'm done giving Nick shit for not believing in his own idea that has lasted longer than he thought it would, and people keep showing up, and they're sad that it's going away. That's how terrible it is. People don't want it to end because it's bad. Logic. I can be found on social media, but if you're on social media right now, you shouldn't be there. So I'm not even going to tell you to follow me. But if you do want to follow me, find me. I'm there. You'll figure it out. But don't be on social media. It's a turbulent time. Go on to Rachel. She won.
I love the fact, Lloyd, you will berate people into a pep talk in a way that I've never. I'm like, I think what you're saying is nice. Why do I feel bad? Finally, our winner tonight. I swear somebody who would have won a lot more of these had I actually reached out and said, I do want you on this show because you're super funny and my friend and I want to hang around with you. Aww. Also, I did this unintentionally, but I do want to say this before I introduced you. I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts right now because it looks like a Hawaiian shirt with a little feature in it, and I don't know if it's going to show if I'm doing this, but it features and it's not going to show. I don't know if you can see in the little corner right there. Why don't I take off the background? You can see the mess behind me. I thought it was easier to take off the background in Zoom. This is so non-important.
I'm trying to see
now
it.
that I'm in it. Okay, there we go. Now you can see what I'm working with here. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's something on my shirt here.
Yeah.
And that something is a picture of me doing comedy, specifically at Rachel's 30th birthday show.
Oh, from there.
So unintentionally, I wore this tonight. You are in part responsible for my shirt. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Rachel Dunbar, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Follow your dreams. Never give up. Believe in yourself. Yeah. I don't have anything coming up, so and I'm like, I had a movie in the back of my mind that I told myself I would recommend you watch if ever won. But that never happened, so I forgot.
Well, what's the movie?
I can't remember because just sitting here trying to think. I'm like, I had the perfect movie for Nick, and now I can't remember.
If you remember, you have to tell me, and I promise I'll watch it if I've never seen it.
Okay, I don't. Oh boy. And it was a good one. It was a weird one. I think you would have liked it, but gosh darn it. I never win these things, so it's not like in my mind.
It would be real weird for you to have a movie that you want me to watch near the front of your mind at any given point. All right. Well, if Rachel ever knows that movie, I will watch it and I will review it when Rachel comes back for the semifinals.
Hey.
Once again, I want to thank all of you, 3 of my favorite people. Also, Marty says 3 of their favorite IMDb friends.
Yes!
Yay!
Lloyd Legacy Sharp, Rachel Dunbar, Sammie James. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook if you want. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where you can get continued information about this show and anything that comes after, and any information about some of your favorite players. The group's going to stay open. People can promote shit in it. People can hang around with people they've met. It's a fun place. There's also
people can talk about that episode that LC hosted. That is the single greatest episode of all time. People can do that. You can do that there.
He got it in before the show ended. When LC was on the show, I made sure I said, because Lloyd's not here, let me. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. I don't update those nearly enough, and who knows how much updating will go once the show ends. If you want to be on one of these final episodes of this game, I will find a space for you if you reach out to me on any of those platforms. Right now, 4 shows remain in this first round of the tournament, but if there's enough interest of people who were late to the game, I'll put a 10th show. This is my show. I'll do as many as I want. The show will never end. This will be the Lord of the Rings 3 of movie game shows. We're going to be back with Game 6 of this tournament way sooner than I thought. I pulled it up right now. This Monday, July 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be back with Hal Griffin, Zach Jones, and Casey McNeil, and perhaps a 4th player. So tune into that. Go watch old episodes. There's over 200 of them. Some of them are pretty good. Sammie hosts some of them. So if your least favorite thing about the show is the host, go watch one of those. Thank you so much for watching this. Like, subscribe, do YouTuber stuff, and goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.